Hey everybody, welcome to the Coach Show on Coach TV. It's today, and you know what that means. It's time for another draft league battle. We're up against Purple Dolphin. He is 4-1, near the top of the league, has a team that basically auto beats mine. So we brought a team that kind of just clicks buttons and tries to have fun. Wasn't expecting to swallow. Definitely was looking at some other stuff there that he did not bring. So that's okay. This battle was I sat waiting to start this battle for almost an hour. So I didn't end up doing I did the live com pun review. It's probably not the best live com post. This is still very fresh, and I'm still not in the great mood. It's been a long day, and I'm a bit frustrated by how everything went down. But that's okay. Honestly, no fault to Purple Dolphin. It just is what it is. We had our talk. All's fine. They brought some pretty interesting stuff here. We'll talk about it as we go. I brought essentially um, electric train, rising voltage, volt switch, rapid spin, Regieleki, um, boots, sturdy, earthquake, skitter smack, and stone edge on crustal. Belly drum 3 attack slurp off with thief. I went thief over facade. I couldn't really make it beat both talk specs and Aegis. I didn't like a lot of my options for this battle. As I said, this matchup is pretty terrible. It's pretty aggressively bad. Like, sure, I can bring Moltres and lose to most things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty tough because like Moltres can't touch Toxapex at all, and it's gonna lose to Koko. Like, sure, it's great against Aegis and Tangrowth, which are also big problems. And then you got like Bisharp, which can do some stuff against a lot of this, but also just like him on top hard deals. Like even if I run Psycho Cut, it is not getting through that at all. So it was really tough to bring mons for this. I looked at G King and probably should have brought G King. I'll be honest. Um, Over Slurpuff, which was kind of the one I wanted to drop, but I decided just have a bit more fun, see if I could just go hard. Catch some things. 4 attacks, leaning on Terrain Pulse, make a Blastoise. Mimikyu is Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, Destiny Bond, and Sword Stance. We can have the Dracovish, which is Choice Band Adamant, because it can do about half to Tangrowth and Dock Specs. We lead Regieleki. This was the wrong play. But we'll Volt Switch out. I wanted to lead Mimikyu, and I didn't bring anything great for Tangrowth. Nothing that like hard dealt, but I dropped my Ice type, and my Ice type Pilotron wouldn't have dealt with this anyways. Let's be honest, that's a terrible matchup for Tangrowth. Tangrowth is probably the worst mod my team can see. Probably because I have Moltres and that's it. But Moltres just dies to most things. I was pretty surprised because I thought Swallow was pretty darn excellent into everything except for Regieleki. So I did not think they were gonna just give me Swallow if I stayed in. Especially when I couldn't actually touch the Swallow, so I couldn't punish that. So I was trying to sack Slurpuff and Slash. I knew that was worst case scenario, but like I didn't actually think he was just gonna boom burst. But that's fine. That is what it is. I've gotten every prediction wrong this season. That just is it. As you can see, probably should have swapped out, but then we just go back into Mimikyu and we're kind of in the same spot. So I figured if I could get it at least a little low, but I didn't get it low enough. I didn't think, but when I made that plan, I didn't think about the Giga Drain. I was hoping he wouldn't have Bunker. He had Bunker. So that's really bad here. I mean, he brought all the right stuff. And it was more or less what I expected, but it was stuff I didn't see a path to beating in the quick amount of time I had to prep. I really didn't have time to prep much this week. It's just a lot going on. Good stuff, fun stuff. Just I haven't had time to play Pokemon like this. It hasn't been on top of my desires, especially with the way the season's gone. I just tossed together a team. I know that sucks to hear, and I'm not taking away from what they brought. As I said, I don't think anything I brought would have beat this, but you know, it is what it is. Because I needed the bulk from my team that I dropped, I think, to beat this. I think if I still had my old team, I would match up a way better into this. Like Umbreon would be pretty good here. Now, obviously, there's a couple things that not, but it's hard. It is. It is what it is. And like Rillaboom is terrible this matchup. Halucha is terrible this matchup. Like so much of my team was just invalidated in this matchup, and it is what it is. Like that's Smons, especially when you have not a good team, and my team's not good. We all know that by now. I made a play in draft that I missed out on one of the core features of my core, um, and I went a little riskier with my Mega, which didn't work out. I have not been a fan of Mega Blastoise in prepping. Um, I don't actually want to draft a Mega most of the time. I mean, I had a terrible draft position too, which didn't help. Um, but I know I'm making excuses right now. I understand that. That's on me. I'm not saying anything would be different otherwise. We've got a real. I've been saying for a long time, PCBL is one of the most highly skilled leagues. As you see, Koko comes in and cleans here. There wasn't too much. I know I didn't commentate every play there, but you can see it. It wasn't going my way. Shout out to Blake, by the way. I'm not watching his stuff right now because I don't want to. I don't want to hear about how bad my season's been. I know how bad it's been. I'm hard enough on myself. But shout out to Blake if he's watching this. I'm sure the stuff is great. Maybe I'll watch it at the end of the season. But now is not that time for me, and that's okay. Good job to Purple Dolphin. He moves to 5-1. He is very much in playoff hunt and very much in the mix this season. He's got a good team. He went very classical with his team, which is good. It worked out very well. Actually sniped me on a mon or two as well, which, yeah, is what it is. Have a great day, everybody, because Coach Rook said so. Goodbye and good night. Bye bang.